Hey, what's up? It's Dennis here, and in this video I just want to quickly talk about binary note values. Now, I know that's a rather boring topic, but believe me, it's gonna be very helpful in the long run. The good thing about theory is that you learn it once and then you're pretty much set for the rest of your life. So we're looking at quarter notes, eighth notes and 16th notes. Now theoretically there are also whole notes and half notes, but as drummers we pretty much never use those, so that's why we're not going to talk about them. Now if you look on the sheet music provided on the screen, you'll see that on the very left there are two vertical bars, and that just means we're talking about drum notation. Next to that you see a 4 over another 4, and that just means we're talking about 4/4 time signature. 4/4 time signature means we have 4 quarter notes per bar. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. If there would be a 3 over a 4, we would have 3 quarter notes, 5 over 4, 5 quarter notes. The bottom number is pretty much always either a 4, an 8, or a 16, but for now we're just dealing with 4/4 time signature. Then again next to that we have the beginning of the bar with the bar line, and you'll notice there are two little dots beside that bar line, and then on the other end of the bar there are again two dots. That just means everything inside those two bar lines gets repeated. Okay, so now we can actually look at what's written inside of that bar, and what you see here is 4 quarter notes. How can you tell it's quarter notes? Because you got the black dot with one stem attached to it. Again, those are counted 1, 2, 3, 4. In this bar we're looking at eighth notes. Again, how can you tell it's eighth notes? Black dot, one stem attached to it, but this time there are always two notes grouped together with another vertical stem. And that's how we see that it's eighth notes. The eighth notes are counted 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. And the last note value we're looking at are 16th notes, and again we have the black dot with a stem attached to it, but this time there are always 4 notes that are grouped together, and those are connected with 2 vertical stems. So that's the difference between the eighth notes and the 16th note. The eighth notes get one stem, one vertical stem, and the 16th note gets 2 vertical stems. You count the 16th notes: 1 E and A, 2 E and A, 3 E and A, 4 E and A, 1 E and A, 2 E and A, 3 E and A, 4 E and A. And what you now can see on the screen are the corresponding rests to the note values. So we have quarter note rests, eighth note rests, and 16th note rests. So now that you know all the binary note values in theory, it's also very important that you are able to play them back to back so that you get a feeling of how they are related to each other. So what I would suggest is setting up a tempo on your metronome in which you can play 16th notes comfortably, and then just play 1 bar of quarter notes, 1 bar of eighth notes, and 1 bar of 16th notes, and then again quarter notes, eighth notes, 16th notes, and so on. A metronome will usually give you a quarter note click. So I'm gonna set my metronome to 80 beats per minute right now and show you the exercise. If that's too easy for you, add in the hi-hats on all quarter notes. The next step would be to count the quarter notes out loud, which is actually a very important skill you should develop right away, because it will come in very handy when learning more complex fills or grooves in the future. And especially as a drummer, it's very important that you always know where the one is. And for some reason, counting out just in your head doesn't work. That's all I got for you. So to sum it up, learn the difference in theory between quarter notes, eighth notes and 16th notes. Learn how to play them back to back. Try adding in a quarter note pulse with your left foot and count out loud. Have fun!